thank you all for coming out. My name is Carol Fife. Founder of Black Women in Elected Leadership. It's a group where we're encouraging, not just encouraging, but supporting Black women who are radical and when I say radical, I want to make sure that folks know that that is not a pejorative. I think in this room, okay, I'm not gonna say too much because we're so similar. I don't know if I'm gonna say something that she already wrote. I don't know. So I'm just gonna say thank you all for being here. Jeff, I don't know where you are right now, but thank you for giving us the space and always making the space open for community to come in and do things like this. And to all of the wonderful volunteers who are here, I'm not gonna spend time because y'all hear me enough. I'm gonna call up a sister who's a native right now to open up and bless the space for us, to do a little art for us. Rashida Chase is an Oakland native, putting it down, poet, artist extraordinaire. She's gonna open up with some beautiful words for us, in whatever way you wanna do it.
Thank you, Carol. So, Carol asked me to do something for you guys tonight. She called me earlier today, and I was like, Cam Brooks, hell yeah! Of course! All the way down. So this song, I think is perfect for you. So, also, I would like for everybody to get involved. We're gonna do some kind of like, y'all been to Warriors games or A's games, so you know. So when I start, I need y'all to start, okay? So I'm gonna do something first, and then I'll let you know when to come in, okay? I am an endangered species, but I sing no victim song. I am a woman. I am an artist, and I know where my voice belongs. All right. I am an endangered species, but I sing no victim song. I am a woman, I am an artist, I know where my voice belongs. I am an endangered species, but I sing no victim song. I am a woman, I am an artist, I know where my voice belongs. I am a woman, I exist, I shake my fist, but not my hips. My skin is dark, my body is strong. I sing of a rebirth and no victim song. Yeah, I am an endangered species, but I sing no victim song. I am a woman, I am an artist, I know where my voice belongs. They cut out my sex, they bind my feet, they silence my reflex, no tongue to speak. I work in the fields, I work in the stores, I type up the deals, and I mop the floors. Yeah, I am an endangered species, but I sing no victim song. I am a woman, I am an artist, I know where my voice belongs. My body is fertile, I bring life about. Drugs, famine, and war, take them back out. My husband can't beat me, his right they say, and rape isn't rape. You say I like it that way. Yeah, I am an endangered species, but I sing no victim song. I am a woman, I am an artist, I know where my voice belongs. I am an endangered species, but I sing no victim song. I am a woman, I am an artist, I know where my voice belongs. I know where my soul belongs. I know where I belong. Thank you. I'm so glad that you're winning. You
got it. Church. Tabernacle. Oh my goodness. We're getting off to a good start, y'all. We are getting off to a very good start. And so because it's warm in here and we don't want to keep everybody in here too long, I'm going to go ahead and bring up my sister so she can speak about why we're doing this in this moment right now. Sister Cat Brooks.
no reason to not start this speech off the way I start off most speeches, which is power to the people. Power to the people. Power to the people. All of the power to all of the people. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. This is amazing. I normally go off the cuff and some things I have to hit, so I have my little speech here. We'll see. I don't stick to the script very well, very often. But I am so floored by the support that has been pouring out of social media and in the streets and all across Oakland, and just so very deeply appreciative. And I want to start with thanks for the team, Carol Fife. She told me now because I'm gonna cry, but Carol Fife, my sister, my friend, my daughter's other mother, who made me do this, and my brother Terha Ak, who holds me down and holds you all down and holds us down in ways that most of us don't even see. My brother Che, Deb, Avery, Annie Banks, James Birch, Katie, both Aprils, April Martin, April Thomas, William, the amazing comms guy, Nancy Howes for her love and support, Nico for this food, K-Dove for the beer, Nancy for this banging. Nancy, if y'all look at this, y'all see this jacket? That's Nancy Howes. My family, my husband who was here, my daughter, the APTP crew, Dan, and I mean, there's so many people. And Davey D. I was getting there. Davey D, who's been uplifting the people in my work and APTP's work forever. Yes. Forever. Yes. Did I say my husband? I don't want to get in trouble. Okay. He's here. I gotta go home with him. 3 times, my husband. I don't want him going back to Trinidad. So, one of the things, a key question that has come up around social media, and some to my face, but mostly on social media, is should activists should activists become politicians, right? And the answer to that actually is no. We should not become politicians, right? Politicians make deals on the backs of the people. Politicians put profit over the people. Politicians lead without serving. Politicians forget the people and the communities that put them in office in the first place. Politicians believe that they have all the answers, right? They walk in there, well, they elected me, and I know, so I'm gonna do. That's her problem right now. She knows everything, right? Politicians manipulate, they scheme, they lie. Politicians are unaccountable. Yes. So for a long time, and still like standing here in this moment, a little bit, I had no interest in electoral politics, right? I actually even did a short run for school board and was like, what are you doing? I like being in the streets with the people. I like grassroots organizing. I like screaming FTP, right? As my brother says, you know, we get it from the mud. We in it with the people, in the grit and the grime and the dirt, right? Where the work really needs to happen. And we've had a lot of victories on the ground, right? Like, the words police terror is a mainstream thing. Like, I hear elected officials talking about police terror, right? Where before they used to recoil from that. There's an actual conversation in the city about how the city utilizes its funds. We're having conversations about diverting those funds, and not just in APTP, but groups across the city are talking about where else can we put our money to make Oakland a better Oakland. That's a victory, right? They used to look at us, we were crazy when we were having that conversation. We forced the charging of some of those officers in the rape scandal, right? The people in this room. We've developed a model, the only of its kind in the country, about how we respond to police violence. Some of my brothers and my sisters I've been organizing with for the last decade, we fed and clothed hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people. And we've built a huge base that fights like hell for liberation, right? Those are victories. Those are victories that we got from the ground up. Nobody elected in office gave those to us, right? We got those in the streets. And that work has to continue regardless of those who sits in that mayoral chair, right? If I'm in that chair, that still has to continue. It'll be boring though, because there'll be no police at the protests. But in thinking about this decision, the truth is that real decisions about our lives are being made in City Hall, and they are being made by people who don't actually care very much about our lives. And so that has resulted in the mess we have now, right? Thousands of people unhoused. The city says 3,000. People on the ground doing this work say 6,000. Thousands displaced. Rape scandals in the police department. Massive development with absolutely no benefit for the people that are here. Losing, where's Rebecca Kaplan? Losing the seat on the board that actually could bring funds to the city to deal with the horrific air quality that we're dealing with. ICE raids, that, by the way, she knew about in West Oakland. It's that we got the proof. It's in the Kirkpatrick's own testimony. Fires that have killed and displaced our community members with little recovery support. I mean, I could just go on and on and on. So the question becomes, should activists in partnership with the people become actors in the electoral arena and take our city back? You agree, yes? Is that what we should do? Take our city back? Is about, right? That's what it's about at its very core. It's about putting the people into the halls of power and collectively reimagining a new way of governance. A governance that is people-driven and people-centered. So now we're going to do a little imagine session, right? You can close your eyes if you feel safe. Imagine an Oakland where community safety policies and practices are rooted in prevention rather than criminalization. Imagine an Oakland where the people determine the budget priorities and how city dollars flow. Yes. Imagine an Oakland that truly provides sanctuary for all bodies, black bodies, brown bodies, queer bodies, undocumented bodies, Muslim bodies, all bodies. Imagine an Oakland where everyone has a home and a job and quality education and the ability to thrive. Everyone. Imagine an Oakland where developers pay to develop rather than the people paying to be developed on. Imagine an Oakland where elected officials actually work for the people and not their own agendas. Imagine an Oakland where the most impacted among us set the policies that govern our lives. Doesn't that sound like where you want to live? That's where I want to live. That's where I want my children to live, my family. This doesn't have to be in our imaginations. This can be in Oakland reality. We have always been the vanguard of resistance in this country, and we can be the vanguard of what a progressive city actually looks like in action. My mother taught me to affirm my dreams, and my granny taught me to claim it and receive it. This campaign is about claiming and receiving the Oakland we want to live in. My granny also taught me that faith without works is dead. So that's what the next 6 months have to be about. The work, the organizing. We need you to attend these people's assemblies that are happening across the city and develop this platform with us. We need you to go with us to register unhoused people to vote and drive the buses that will transport them to the polls. We need you to knock on doors and make phone calls. We need you to hold house parties and mixers. We need you to spread the word on social media. We need you to endorse and to donate. Yes! We need you in the streets with us as we reclaim the town. Imagine with us, organize with us, and win with us. This is not a Cat Brooks campaign. This is a people's campaign. There are folks that say it can't be done. They say we're too radical to win. First of all, demanding that there are equitable opportunities for people to thrive is not radical, it's rational. It is rational to think that everyone should have a home. It is rational to think that teachers should be able to afford to live in the city that they teach in. It is rational to think that police should not rape children or shoot unarmed people. It is rational to think that the city's budget should reflect an investment in our most impacted communities. It is rational to think that the artists that make Oakland attractive to outsiders who flock here should actually be able to stay here. And it's rational to barbecue in the park with your family. And thank you to you brothers for being here tonight. I say it again, I said the other day, I am thankful to Jah that you are alive. So we aren't radical, we are rational, and more importantly, we are righteous. Second of all, We're not existing inside of normal political dynamics, right? We're existing in times where we have an administration at the federal level that has waged a literal war on the bodies of black people, queer people, women, Muslim people, and undocumented people. America has unmasked herself, and we are living with the brutal realities of white supremacy every moment and of every day. Every day, right? And here locally, we've got a government that has waged war on those very same bodies. But here we have a mayor who at election time is engaging in a grand performance of pretend. I'm an actress, so I appreciate performances. She's pretending to care about undocumented people. She's pretending to care about unhoused people. She's pretending to care about what actually makes Oakland, Oakland, like artists and organizers and diversity. Pretending like she hasn't spent the last 4 years pushing out, displacing, disregarding those exact same people. How many people were deported between 2015 and 2017, and where did she say about it?
Thank you.
Anything? Am I missing something? I am more afraid of those who pretend than those who put their agendas on the table without apology. Pretend breeds liberalism. Pretend gets far progressives into office. Pretend gets us 4 years of exactly what we've had. No more pretending. We are putting our agenda on the table unapologetically. Divest from police. House the unhoused. Protect our teachers. Real sanctuary for all. No development without community investment. Keep artists in Oakland. Public land for public good. And an Oakland that is run by and for the people of Oakland. That is what this campaign is about. That is what we stand for. And with your support and help, that is exactly what we are going to do. Thank you so much for being here.
We just had to make a correction. Willico Hudson did the food. Willico Hudson.
I thought I said Lico did the food. I said you did the jackets and the shoes.
Oh, no. Listen, we can deal with that later. What we want to talk about right now is coming off the high of that speech just right there, that fire right there. I have to say why this campaign is important right now. So the folks in the back who are having a conversation, if that needs to happen, I'm gonna ask you to do it outside. It's cooler out there anyway. But we are living in very perilous times, and because I'm not the security professional, I'm not the one who protects folks at marches, I'm not the one who puts his life on the line, making sure that all of us are safe whenever there's political activity. I'm gonna call Brother Turha Ak up here right now, because he's going to explain some things that I think it's very important for each and every individual in this room to know right now.
Right on. So one of the things I think that is very important to realize about this moment, right? One of the things that's been the case since we touched down on the shores of what they call the United States, right? One of the things that's been the reality is black life has been in jeopardy. Period. Point blank, all day, every day.
Right.
There's a thing we do a presentation called the unbroken succession of repression, right? And what we aim to prove with that is that there's never been a moment, not one single moment in our history here of where we have not been under threat. It has not happened, right? And I've asked anybody to prove differently, and nobody ever has, right? So I want to say, but now in this moment, we're getting close to breaking the back of white supremacy. Yes. We're getting close to breaking the back of white supremacy. Yes. Something that I said the other day when I spoke, that white supremacy is on its last gasp, right? But it's our job to walk up, grab his nose, put his hand over the mouth, and snuff it out completely, right? That's our job. I don't bite my tongue, right? We made a commitment to run this like us, right? Whatever the outcome is, we're going to run it like us. So I'm not going to hold my tongue. And what I want you all to be very clear on is because we don't hold our tongue, because this sister has not held her tongue, I want you all to be clear that the threat is heightened. Right? Now, I'm not saying that in a cliched way. I'm saying the attacks have already begun. Right? Be clear that the state, and see, often when we talk about this, folks think that we're paranoid, folks think that we're just talking, but study history. Study history. That every single movement that has been beneficial to the people has been infiltrated by the state without fail. We had a presentation with Mama Akua and Jerry from the Panther Party of Chicago, right? Who laid next to Chairman Fred as he was assassinated, right? And one of the things she said is that so many people said before the assassination, they said, they ain't taking y'all that serious. Y'all tripping. She said that this was a consistent conversation. But you know, she ain't the only one that I've heard that from. Right? I've sat with a lot of elders who actually lived it. And you know the thing that they said? That we didn't take us as seriously as they took us. Right? That we didn't take us as seriously as they took us. I'm going to let that sink in for a minute. Why is that so important? Because the real truth and the only reality is that the people are and have the power. That's the fact. That's the fact. We have been coerced and made to believe that we don't hold the power. There's no organization, no individual, no government that holds the power. The people do. Right? So now that we are waking up to that reality, they're going to do everything in their power to suppress that. This campaign is representative of that. Right? This is representative of a people's movement, lifting a people's champion to the position to fight for them in places that we don't normally get to fight. Right? So I'm going to ask something to y'all. Y'all know what I do. Y'all know the work I do, right? But I'm saying that it's bigger than us. It takes y'all. When y'all see it, say something, right? I'm telling you, the attacks are coming. They're already on the way. They will be vicious, they will be ugly, and they will come from places that might look like us. You understand what I'm saying? Particularly black women are under attack. I'm telling y'all. Because see, I was in DC and I had the benefit to hear from some of the women who are running for office around the nation. And you know what they said? And they were in tears as they talked to my wife about what they were going through. That they get death threats. They get dealt with in a way that none of their male counterparts get dealt with. Black women, right? And I'm saying that there has to be a coordinated effort from all of y'all that support and love this black woman. When you see it, call it for what it is. These are agents of chaos. They have no interest, and I'm going to tell you. I ain't going to say no names, but I'm going to tell you, right? When you see it, you know it because they never attack the establishment. They only attack us. They only attack us. That's how you know it when you see it. They will never do any meaningful attacks on the state. They will only attack us. And watch who they align themselves with. So I ask you all again. When you see it, call it. Call them an agent. Call them an agent of the chaos, right? And shut them down, right? Yeah. Stand with us, right? Because we're going to stand with y'all. That's right.
her is loving us, right? Loving her is loving us. So with all of that beauty and all of that power and all of that dynamism, I have to do what y'all know we came here to do. And that's raise some money. Right? This is not a corporate sponsored campaign. We're not going to get checks from developers. This is going to be a grassroots funded campaign. And we need to make a statement because people don't think that activists can raise money. But we got money. If y'all got $3, you can donate $3. If you got $10, you can donate $10. Don't go get a sandwich from wherever these $20 sandwiches are this week. This is crazy eating in the Bay right now. And okay, I ordered a chicken sandwich from a restaurant. They told me it was $20. So the chicken. So what I'm saying is I'm going to ask every person in this room right now, because we have a deadline of May 31st, to make a showing that this campaign is viable and that we're here to win. And in order to do that, one of the ways that we can is to show that we can raise some funds. So I want to see a hand for someone who can donate $500 today. Oh my God. Dale. I want all my $500 contributors to come up and stand with me right now. I want all of my $500 contributors to come up here and stand with me right now, because they are making a statement about what this campaign means to them. All of my $500 champions. Oh, Dan told me to raise the bar to 8 because that's how you can max out. Do I have any $800 folks in the room? $800 folks in the room. Oh, we got two. We got two right now. Two folks just maxed out. I have to tell you that the contribution expenditure limit is $800 per person, $1,600 for a couple. So we have two folks who maxed out right now. Outstanding. The rest, everybody, is $500. I love this. And oh my God. Showing by May 31st to show that this is a viable campaign. Do I have any $100 contributors today? $100 contributor, come on! Come on! Oh my goodness. I think we're gonna have the room up here in a minute.